They want to see Nescio take it through, of course. Smokey, as we said before, local hero, willing to
if he
make his way
defends this
through.
as well, it will be a team kill with Smokey versus Caliuga.
That is true.
You know, yeah, traveling all this way just to play that local, really.
I mean, is it really a team kill when it's a Carmine player? Let's think about that. Think about that. Give me your thoughts in chat.
I'm starting to think you have like an agenda against these Carmine players.
No.
I
don't know why you might think that.
See, I only have an agenda against Izumi because I love character loyalty, but I think you just have like hatred in your heart. Either way,
Maybe.
we're starting this game off. A big counter comes up for Nescio, and I love that DPV from Aurier as well. Such a beautiful combo. Comes for the Corpse Dash Oki, which allows him to build a bit of extra grid. Despite the throw tech, he's going to win that first cycle now.
Oh my goodness! That was such a good response there from Smokey because that situation was so weird, so awkward. No player would have so cleanly in that situation. Well, some players would, and Smokey is one of them. Answered that Aurier flip over. Now look, you're stuck in the corner. Nanase's hitting you.
Yeah, Stagger's got a billion 2A dash, and the third time is the charm, Smokey.
You won the cycle. Oh, nice green shield.
Yeah, but doesn't punish with a VO early on from Smokey. The first classic, and he doesn't block the 6-6C. Very unfortunate. It's a fuzzyable overhead, but you do have to see it coming.
Everybody has been watching Nescio play over the weekend and like, oh, this guy likes overheads. What if I show him mine? I bet he'll really like mine.
That's what it is, right? It's a handshake. If you press 6B on me just because you think it's going to hit, then I'm going to press every overhead in my arsenal.
Absolutely, and that situation, there we go. Speak of the devil and it will appear.
Catches a big DP on that throw with as well, but Smokey answers with one right back. It's only chip damage to the big mountain of health bar that Nescio has available to him, though. So much resource to work with, but Smokey finally gets an opportunity to take some of it away. A lot of time left in this round as well.
Yeah, again, that 660 we mentioned earlier, Nescio trying to let it rip, but Nanase Fireball so good at covering the space low to the ground on screen. Good blocks on the 6B once again. Smokey's like, your tricks don't work on me, bro. You gotta try something new, like a low. And that one does find some success.
Yeah, it's gonna just be a little bit too far away from killing.
The throw? Still a chance for Smokey to run away with this round, but there, we saw it in the set against Ranali earlier. That's the defensive OS that Nescio likes to use right now. And Smokey now has that information, even if it cost him a round.
That was a really big 2A wake-up match there for Nescio, but unfortunately no confirm. He does get a second opportunity right after. He's going to push Smokey to this corner. A good start off to this last round, which will determine that very advantageous first game in our set.
Smokey's just winning the ball. He's chilling right now.
Yeah,
all
he's got so much grid as well. Does lose a little bit there thanks to the forward movement of Nescio, but that throw is going to be massive for Smokey. Now he has a cycle available. He's in a very strong position holding this corner down, catches a couple of green shields, isn't able to find a punish on them, and this time Nescio can block the 660 overhead.
Yeah, I really like that no cancel there from Smokey on the disc. The special cancel window on that move is ridiculous, and he's already abusing it here, showing that Nescio is the caliber of player that has the knowledge to know about something as simple as that special cancel window.
Follow-up, yeah, it's going to stagger this time. A very big frame trap for Smokey. Finally gets his cash out with it. One of the reasons he uses that move so much is the threat.
Off the disc. Oblique's edge here to keep us fast as we approach.
Actually, maybe a TRM attempt. What a mistake, but 6B. What can you do about it? It's the classic, you know, it's Undernight 101. Sometimes you got to go back to school.
Oh! He recognized the assault there, but no 3C.
EX wheel, and he's flying way above him. What a back, I mean, I say what a backdash. That move does it all for you, but it doesn't quite matter. He's all the way back in a projectile of his own. A little bit of cheekiness from both players.
Delay dive
and delays the 2-2 follow-up.
That was such a scramble situation there, but the confidence from Smokey to keep up the pressure and know that he just needed one more hit, one more hit. And if he didn't let Nescio move, he could find that hit he needed, and ended up being that dive kick.
Yeah, and it ended up perfectly timed there as well for Smokey, but a very big scramble and another 6B not blocked. Not quite the way we want this set to be going when we're all the way deep into losers quarters. Smokey definitely gonna be having that on his mind, and every extra hit adds on another chunk of damage away from his life bar. This is looking like a very important first round for Nescio here.
That spacing trap was insane on the Oreo 5E because Nanase 2C is not a slouch of a move by any means, and yet here we are
TRM
getting
comes
poked
through,
out.
very important there, but the guard thrust allows Smokey to get out. And if you're Nescio in this situation, you really want to win this round because, first of all, what an interaction. But you've used this 6B, and just like that, Smokey's going to be ready for it now. He's going to start blocking, and you go for another one, but CS is available, and that reads to me a little bit like Nescio's just a tiny bit panicked, relying on that 6B a lot now. But all of a sudden, he needs a new tool to take away the remaining health from Smokey, who has a humble amount of time left to make this comeback. No confirm there. Does find his way. Oh my god, but no confirm. Smokey with a mandate of heaven. He finds a way back into this round, goes for the low, a good block, and the DP.
Ah, yeah.
Not enough health to win that round.
That 660 situation was so awkward, I think, because some of the first few hits whipped. Nescio wasn't able to get the full confirm. 2C counter hit comes through. This is big damage here. If we put some cash on it, which we inevitably will. A little bit of extra corner carry as well. Wants to cycle instead.
With the fail lock. Oh, Smokey seeming a lot more pressured than he's playing. Very unfortunate here. That's all of the meter burning away slowly as Nescio begins to run away with this game. So much damage, and he's got CS to just lands a big counter hit on Smokey's wake up. Maybe a misinput of the reverse. Very unfortunate. And with a perfect, Nescio's going to take it to 1-1.
Yeah, that was so awkward there for the side of Nescio because Thanatos, I don't know what she's doing, but she just whiffed entirely. Probably expecting Smokey to have blocked that move in the first place, but had the confirm there on the counter hit anyway. Enough to take the round. Beautiful JAC.
Right?
Staggers now here in the corner. We're going to have to play the cycle.
From Nescio.
Yeah,
wins this cycle handily as well. Just shy of Celestia. What an anti-air. Oh my god, doesn't go for the DP there. Very lucky there for Smokey. Yes, he did commit. Gets the overhead this time, and one of his own with the 6-6C.
Yeah, we've seen enough 6Bs get hit. Smokey's like, maybe he'll like my one again. Well, we'll give it a second try.
Gets that throw loop going.
And the
wheel is going to hit him there, yeah. Very nice spacing there from Smokey. Even the disjoint of Aurier couldn't quite evade the wheel.
Yeah, the funny prank here from Smokey. He's got to be happy about that one. With a few cheeky disc shenanigans in the corner. Nescio now looking a little bit flummoxed here on the defense.
Yeah, definitely an awkward situation, but we've seen how much the momentum can swing in the set so far. It's nice and even at 1-1, and all Nescio needs is a couple of good hits just like that to sort of get himself back in this groove. However, the 6Bs are being blocked now. A big adaptation. Smokey catches with the dive kick as well.
Yeah, the crossover there with the tornado, it can be a little bit ambiguous. We get the Celestial, and even though the 660 gets blocked, we get all this buff. Oblique's Edge losing in the big 2026. Cut the tapes. We cannot be showing the world this.
And IW, Smokey spends it all to take the game, gets the slam dunk, but he needs one more hit. And
no, the combo goes unpicked. I better see push-ups immediately after the set,
drop down and give me 20.
He's not having it. He's not having it. He's too locked in. It's like the push-ups can come later. I've got to take the game first, bro. Let me play. Smokey's like, I don't want to see any of it. I better see those push-ups.
And oh, what an option. Actually goes under the fireball, is able to punish Smokey on the way down, but again, no confirm. 6B is going to whiff there as well. Unfortunate on the spacing for Nescio.
Oh, using the fireball to punish the assault, and Nescio really wanting that cycle, and he did make out of it. What? We're just letting the frost rip.
Sometimes it's got to be done. Nescio finally punishing Smokey for sort of playing that spacing just where the range of his tools are going to whiff, right? Smokey's been abusing that so much. Sword card doesn't get anything. EX catches him in the air. A very nice jump back, but an even better answer from Smokey. However, Nescio is the one who wins ultimately with a big conversion. He's going to spend a little bit of the cash.
And get the cycle as well. So good from Nescio here in this game. Smokey has to find his way back in, but Thanatos coming down with Aurier from the skies to cover that jump in.
And a lot of relief there from Nescio, though.
Yeah, he needs some more of that momentum. We like the EX5 here on round start from Smokey. Does get the pickup with the sword card. Not the biggest damage swing ever.
Nice block for the 6B.
That's a huge grid swing as well. If you watch that cycle turn,
yeah, you can actually find something really strong is if you shield that 6B, you can immediately low shield afterwards as well and get even more grid from that.
Yes, indeed. Aurier players like to swing that 2-on-4A. Right now, though, Smokey not really able to cash out on the CS he has, and the gold throw untech'd, now completely loses that cycle without spending it. Smokey in the corner, he finds the 5B to get out though.
Yeah, and this is going to hurt as well. Smokey, of course, if he wants to win this game in this set, he needs this round here and now. Otherwise, Nescio one more chance, but what an ADP! Unfortunately, he drops the combo. Nescio has the potential to do a lot of damage here if he spends everything.
He doesn't believe.
No, that's, yeah, not going to root to kill, unfortunately. 3.5, he wants to go for the Oki instead.
So JA! It's so hard to see when the hop-on guard is on top of you like that. Thanatos posed up, there's just lights everywhere.
Yeah, Nescio said, okay, enough of the reactable one, buddy.
Like, I don't know, Promenade just wants the epileptics in the audience to die in real life. Like, how are we supposed to block that, bro? We can't see.
Oh, what a JA. The range on it is just absolutely absurd. Footsie's monster that Aurier is doesn't quite matter when your opponent's dash and run speed is so quick that the gap is covered in a matter of seconds. Actually, am I tripping? Did Nescio not green shield? And then Smokey?
We're here in the corner now.
Hey, either way.
Flummoxes off. The payback. Oh my goodness, Nescio trying to steal away the cycle, but Smokey driving in with the sword car. It's like, I'm having none of it, but I am having this throw. CS.
Ooh, big counter hit throw.
Let the Fleur carry your feelings. Hop straight over it, but Smokey still with a cycle advantage. It's the stagger window on that special cancel after 6 that comes out and catches him.
Yeah,
and now one throw will win the game.
Either way, and if you give it extra damage, it'll definitely win the game.
Set point here now for Nescio.
What a comeback in this set.
He's just hossing it in. Bonked on the head with a fireball. No punish for the troubles. Oh my goodness! Smokey is just in the Matrix right now, all over the place. You can't hit this man.
Oh, the wheel is going to be blocked as he lands.
Oh, A thrust. You can't try and punish that.
Again. No confirm, however, that's a lot of meter actually lost there. Smokey unable to get a punish for his efforts, but he does get
that was so dangerous.
Sends himself back into it, takes a big risk, but 6B is going to land for Nescio, and all of a sudden, he's building a lot of momentum, but more importantly, a lot of resources.
That's actually a really big situation for Smokey there. Because Nescio routed into force function in his combo, he lost Celestial, which means that this damage isn't that high. However, if he has the confirm, that could have been it. There's still one more chance at life hit for Smokey. Back throw into the corner. It could happen to you. It's the disc! No, the disc is right there!
No, the DP is available though. He is going to live, but now he needs to get correctly. ADP keeps himself safe. A nice way to punish Nescio, trying to bait the DP there by getting himself some plus frames.
Oh,
he's facing the perfect into a great CS and the DP.
So close right at the very end. It's that BDP that takes it away from Smokey and Nescio 3-2.
And on one side of the bracket, Kaliyuka defends Norwich, but on the other side, Smokey, one of the last remaining bastions of the scene, does fall down. And that means that we'll be seeing Nescio come up against Kaliyuka for a coveted spot in that losers finals. However, we can't forget on the top side of our bracket, where we, of course,